Does your family ever get exasperated with you for stockpiling such things as paper towels, bottled water, or toilet tissue? Well, they certainly can't object to you stockpiling money. Silver, the only money recognized by the U.S. Constitution, and your first 10-ounce bar of pure silver can be had at spot price with no premium by going to sdbullion.com/rp. And when you buy it that way, you'll be supporting Reluctant Preppers as well by going to sdbullion.com/rp. Thanks.
As a responsible person with growing concerns for your privacy and personal liberty, you want to know where we're headed and what you can do about it. We ask the experts what you need to do to take prudent and responsible action to safeguard your family's wealth and well-being, and what basic first steps will help you to be aware and prepared. ReluctantPreppers.com.
Hey Reluctant Preppers, this video is going to be a little bit different from our usual interviews because it's a transformational story about me becoming a stronger prepper. I have been working for several years now, taking some steps at the advice of various ones of our guests, as well as other advice I've gotten from reading and so on about physical preparations and financial preparations and other types of preparations. But due to a lot of muscle loss through Lyme and Candida diseases, I've lost a lot of the strength that I had in the past, and I'm concerned that in the case of a disaster, I might not have the physical stamina and the strength to do a lot of the physical things that are necessary in an emergency situation and to really carry out my role as protector and provider for my family. So I've decided to go ahead and get some help and start building myself as a stronger prepper. So this will be a story. We'll take it in month-by-month episodes of my journey, starting out with as my weight and strength hopefully increase with a proper new regimen, and I'll work my way through it with you guys, so please support me along the way and see how this goes as we're building a stronger prepper together. In order to regain the kind of strength and endurance that I'm going to need to be a stronger prepper and to be able to carry out the kind of tasks that I'm going to need to be able to do in case of an emergency, I knew that I need to change my diet, I need to change my exercise regimen, and I needed some really good advice. So for the advice and coaching part, I went to this guy. So now you've met my personal trainer, Josiah Johnson from Aesthetics Fitness. You can find him on the web at YouTube Aesthetics Fitness. That's aesthetics spelled with a YX. And as you can see, he's really into functional, heavy training in order to protect the structure of your body and to give you the strength that you need to do what you got to do. And that was what I was after. Welcome to HealingYourself.life and to ReluctantPreppers.com. I'm Dunagun Kaiser. This is my personal trainer, Josiah Johnson. He's also done some graphic work on our channel, but he's got his own website. Can you tell us about your website?
Yeah, so my website, or YouTube channel rather, is Aesthetics Fitness. That's aesthetics is spelled with a Y and an X instead of an ICS at the end. And I focus on building functional strength, injury-proofing your body, and most importantly, just building an overall well-proportioned, powerful, functional, lean physique so that you get a good-looking body, you feel good, and you prevent yourself from hurting yourself and taking yourself out of commission when you are building up that physique and maintaining it.
The reason I've been engaging Josiah Johnson as my personal trainer is, and a nutrition coach as well, is because with Lyme and Candida and the after effects of Crohn's IBD and short bowel resection, I have just had such a struggle. I've lost a lot of my weight. I've lost a lot of my muscle mass, a lot of my strength. I'm really concerned about not having the functional strength that I would need to be able to make it through a survival situation. So I really have, this is day one. I did my weigh-in at 156.4, which is way down from my previous peak of 178, and I've lost between 40% or so of my peak strength. So with Josiah's guidance, I'm going to be working at getting back my strength and my injury resistance and my muscle mass.
And that's something that I kind of specialize in my channel, is basically saying that anyone can do this. You know, whether you're young, old, busy, sick, healthy, no matter what you're doing, what stage you're at in life, you can always improve. You can always train, you can always add muscle mass, you can always get stronger, look better, and be more functionally strong and injury-proof your body, both from what you're aiming for, which is like practical sort of survivalist aspect, and for a lot of other people looking forward to just looking better and being healthier. So from all of those aspects, I try to use science and kind of ditch out the fad and all of the sort of trendy diet plans, and just go with what actually works and what's healthy for your body and help you see results as quickly as possible.
The other thing that I cautioned is setting realistic expectations. Is I can afford about 3 hours per week towards this workout. Plus, I know I have to eat more often.
Yeah.
So I'll do both of those, and we'll check in at a regular frequency and track my progress and see how this goes. So thank you guys for pulling for me. I'd like to hear whatever goals you guys have, and give a shout out to the YouTube channel Aesthetics Fitness. That's Aesthetics.
AESTHETYX Fitness.
That's a YX on the end. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
So my 3 goals, I believe in priority, are number 1, functional strength, because in the event of an emergency, I want to be able to split wood, I want to be able to carry water, I want to be able to build, I want to be able to be outdoors and do heavy lifting, moving a brush and clearing of.
You want to be able to have strength that allows you not just to lift heavy weights, but to do it in a way that's going to be functional and applicable to everyday life.
And whole body and that sort of thing. And I've been fading in all of those areas, both because of the Lyme and Candida and leaky gut and that sort of thing. I've lost from my peak weight of 178 down to 156.4.
Okay, so you've lost about 12 pounds, or sorry, 22 pounds.
Yeah, I want to get that back. And that's the next goal. Besides, I want injury prevention, because it seems like when I try to do things, I find I've lost a lot of strength. So when I try to do things at heavy weight or whatever, I'm prone to injury. I'll tear a hamstring or whatever. And I have to get a program that's going to get me where I need to get to and get there safely. Yeah. And then third of all, by building that weight back up, I feel like I'll have some reserves that if I were to have, heaven forbid, another health issue, that I can weather that without completely doing more muscle wasting. Muscle wasting is a big deal in life. So those are my goals.
Yes, your goals are definitely going to necessitate. You're not going to want to stay as lean as someone like me or a lot of the more aesthetically minded people are going to be wanting to do, because you're going to want to try to pack on mass quicker and in more volume. And I think that includes for you a little bit in a survival type situation that you're really going for, something having a little bit more body fat reserves as well, in case of just needing to, like you said, illness and anything like that, where your body needs extra nutrient reserves in your body, so you don't want to be super lean in that kind of situation. Also, you're going to want to focus on compound movements and functional lifts, things like deadlifts, squats, clean and press motions, things that involve strengthening your rotator cuffs, knees, and all of the other sort of core muscles of your body that are going to help make you both injury-proof, like you said, and also contribute to functional strength, so you can lift heavy things, lift them over your head, pick them up off the ground without getting exhausted.
Not just these isolated.
Right, you're going to want to avoid isolation movements in favor of more compound overall muscle and body and, again, trunk core strengthening exercises.
So I'm going to have a real challenge on the first topic of building up some body fat, not being too lean, because I have short bowel because of some surgery in the past, because of some chronic IBD problems. So that means I have poor fat absorption. So it's going to take a lot of calories to make my body pack on.
And for those of you who watch my channel, you know that fat has more than twice as many calories per gram than carbs or protein do. And so fats, for most people, are a really good way to start adding on mass quickly. Again, not necessarily all muscle, because fat doesn't really contribute to performance. But in your case, you're going to want to focus more on carbohydrate absorption and grazing throughout the day. For people who are trying to add muscle mass but stay relatively lean, intermittent fasting is really great, where you want to condense your calorie window to as small as possible. For you, you're looking for exactly the opposite. You're just trying to get enough calories to maintain your body weight and add on body mass. So you're going to want to be eating as much as possible throughout the day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. And a lot of that you're going to want to be carbohydrate and protein sources so that your body can process them better.
All right, so this is day 1 of my personal challenge for hands up.
Straight up to here. Nice. Good, strong. Nice. Keep going. Yep, one more, my hand. Nice, good.
Thanks.
Good. Good, keep your shoulders pinched back as we reach the top. Nice. Perfect. And you're not swinging, so that's good. Good, now you're starting to run your shoulders forward as you get tired. Make sure to keep them pinned back. Nice, there you go. Focus on the bar touching your chest, not clearing your chin over the bar.
Okay.
One more, there you go, nice. You can get one more. There you go. If you want to cheat a little on your last one, that's good. Good. So the next exercise we're going to do is something called a pistol squat. Basically, it is a single-legged squat where you're going to be using your body to balance yourself. You're not resting your other leg on anything. You're actually going to be extending it straight in front of you. This exercise is both practical from a balance and coordination standpoint. It's also really good for isolating the muscles around your knee, like your vastus lateralis and vastus medialis. This will help build up the quad around the knee from a aesthetics perspective, if that's something you care about, and from a functional fitness perspective, it helps strengthen your knee and also strengthen your overall balance and core stability as well.
Okay.
So how am I going to do this?
All right.
Just a one-legged squat. Stick your leg out.
So for the exercise, here I'll do a demonstration with one leg first here, and then you can do it. So for the exercise, your key is to keep your center of gravity as much as possible above the leg that's going to be doing the pushing motion. So I'll have my right leg extended out, my left leg will be doing the lift. I'm going to hold my arms out in front of me just to counterbalance myself a little bit. In your case, this is one of those rare exercises where holding a weight actually makes it a little bit easier because it allows you to shift your center of gravity around. So he has an 8-pound dumbbell. I'll demonstrate how you're going to use that, just to cup it in your hands like this, and you can shift it around as necessary when you're getting started with the motion in order to be able to be more comfortable with the motion and balance more easily. So you come all the way down, foot out, don't touch the ground. All the way back up. Demonstrate on the other side. All the way down.
All the way down, okay.
All the way down, yep. And back up.
Okay. Of course, teachers always make it look easy. Okay.
Good. Nice. All right, so that's where the weight having out in front of you is going to help.
More out in front.
Yep, and you can also, like I said, kind of shift around. Feel free to lean forward as you do the exercise.
Right.
Again, that way you don't have to push your knee so far forward. Nice. Now come back up. Good. Good job. Try on the other leg. Nice. Good. Keep your heel on the ground. Nice. Good. Another great thing about this exercise is it helps you immediately know if you have a muscle imbalance or weakness between your legs on one side of your body together, because you're instantly going to find it when you try to balance.
A little bit easier.
Yeah, your entire body weight on one leg. Your coordination is going to be different. Your muscular strength will be different. So this helps even that out and give you a more functionally well-rounded body as a whole.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, next up we've got farmer's carries. Basically what you're going to be doing is...
I have to carry farmers now?
No, you have to act like a farmer and carry some heavy things. So
Should I get a straw hat?
I don't think that'll be necessary, but you will want to take those gloves off. Because part of the benefit of farmer's carries is their functional attribute in toughening your hands. They're going to improve your grip strength and also help build up calluses, because you're going to be gripping those heavy dumbbells very, very tightly, and they're going to be rotating around a little bit in your hands and build up some roughness and some calluses in your hands. Again, in a survival situation, it's really good to not have your hands start cracking and bleeding the moment you try to carry rough objects. So no gloves for this exercise. You want to pick up a heavy dumbbell in each hand. These are 80-pounders. Basically go as heavy as you possibly can. And this is going to really work out your traps in holding your shoulders up. And so you're going to want to keep nice posture there. It's going to work out your grip strength. Your hands are probably already feeling a little bit tired from holding those. And it's also going to kind of work out your core, because you're shifting weight from one foot to the other as you walk with them. So it looks simple, but it's a lot harder than it looks. So we're going to walk on this way, all the way down to the end of the room. Then you're going to stop, walk all the way back. And the key is just to keep doing this for as far as you can. If you have something like a football field or a large, long expanse of turf, it's a great way to just walk all the way down and all the way back. Keep your back straight, straighten up, there you go, straighten up, use those traps. Use your rhomboids in the back. So keep your back straight, use your lower back, your spinal erectors and your rhomboids to really pull your shoulder blades together, and just kind of try to act like you're pinching something between your shoulder blades as you walk with them, and that'll really help you keep your posture a little better. Nice. And then if it does get too exhausting for you, just stand with the dumbbells in your hands for as long as you can until your grip starts to give out. And then whenever you're ready, you can just set them down. Nice. Okay, well done.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is a modified Cuban press. Now the original Cuban press variation involves you basically starting with an upright row with your arms down, rotating all the way up, and then doing a shoulder press and repeating. The problem with the original Cuban press is that it puts your shoulder at a risk for impingement when you do this part here. This, because your arm, if you can feel, is not meant to bend at that angle, at that height.
Gotcha, okay.
And so what we're going to do instead is hold the dumbbells out in front of you to start with and do a side lateral raise instead of the upright row.
All right.
Rotate and press up. And the benefit of this movement, from a practical standpoint, is that it really strengthens your rotator cuff. And a lot of people, when they start doing unergonomic movements and start doing really heavy lifting, they tear a rotator cuff. If they're lifting things over their head, if they're picking up heavy objects, that's one of the first things to go. And so strengthening your rotator cuff and strengthening your shoulder muscles as a whole is really going to help make you a lot stronger in that movement, and also help you to maintain shoulder stability and safety when you have to lift heavy things and press them over your head.
Okay.
So I start like this.
Yep, 90 degrees. Rotate 90 degrees, press. Yep, so it's 3 distinct motions. 1, 2, 3. Exactly, 3 completely separate, distinct motions. And the time you're gonna feel it the most is when you're rotating up and down. That's when you're really gonna feel it in your shoulder. Now, this is a motion where some people's shoulders and the angle at which they insert might not work for some people. So if you start feeling a clicking or a pain when doing this motion, don't do it, because just biologically and ergonomically, your body's just not meant to do it. So if you can do it and you can do it pain-free, it's a great motion. If not, as with any shoulder exercise, just stay away from it and find a better alternative that works better for you. How's that feel?
Tiring.
Tiring? Good. No pain, no pinching sensations?
It's just difficult. Okay, that's all I can do.
Good.
That was the hardest part for me.
Good.
Hey guys, this is showing you my revamped breakfast menu, which is trying to increase my protein and calories with my breakfast, and also snacks throughout the morning. So here's what we're working with. So the foundation is hard-boiled eggs. 8 hard-boiled eggs every morning. You can buy these, you can make them yourself, which is fine. I find it convenient to purchase these, and there's 8 of them, and they each have 6 grams of protein, so that's 48 grams of protein, and that gives you a total of 68 calories times 8, which is 500 calories. Then a protein drink made from 2 cups of bone broth, which gives you 18 more grams of protein and almost no fat or carbs. 2 cups of, this happens to be goat's milk because it's easier for me to digest than regular milk. Another 18 grams of protein and 340 calories. And then some bone broth protein powder, that's 20 grams of protein and just about no carbs or fat. And then the sacha inchi, which is a type of like a powdered peanut type stuff, but healthier for you. And that brings another 4 to 8 grams of protein, whether I have 2 scoops or not. Then for extra carbs, this grain-free granola is, the serving size they say is 1/3 of a cup, which is 180 calories. So by the time you fill 2 cups with it, that's 6, quote-unquote 6 servings, which is over 1,000 calories. So that's the foundational breakfast and morning snacks. There's also some couple of protein bars that are based on both egg white and nuts. That'll get me through the morning. Well, as you saw earlier, my personal trainer has a tractor tire that he flips over for exercise. I don't have a tractor tire, so I had to be very ingenious and improvising, as we all will have to in emergency situations. No matter what we're dealing with, you can't always plan that you're going to have the things that you thought you were going to have, so you've got to be able to make do with what you've got in a situation. So here's what I use to make sure that I'm getting my leg strength built up as a prepper. Okay, Herky, come on. Come on, baby. Wait, baby. 114-pound dog. Building a stronger prepper. Okay, baby, let's go. Okay. So there's our first installment of Building a Stronger Prepper. Please come on back and check in once a month, as I'll keep reporting back as I develop both my weight, my strength, my functional endurance, and all the other aspects that it takes to be physically prepared to handle whatever disaster may come our way. And I've got a long way to go, but if you guys are pulling for me, it's going to help me a lot. I really appreciate it, and keep checking this out. Offer any comments or suggestions that you may have below, and thank you for joining us on Building a Stronger Prepper here on Reluctant Preppers. Take care, guys. See you next time.
Hey guys, Josiah here with Aesthetics Fitness. Listen, if you want to build an aesthetic, powerful physique using science and functional training methods that will help you to get stronger and injury-proof your body in addition to just looking all around fantastic, then you've come to the right place.
You deserve better than a 30-day program. You deserve better than the latest fad diet. You deserve better than outdated, ineffective training techniques that don't work. You deserve to finally see results. So let's start training smarter.